So, and that's what I mean about, I think Red Bar mixed with the mainstream, with the people we're talking about, I think that adds an extra element of thrill to this whole program that we're doing.
Now that you're a huge celeb?
Well, that's the thing about respect that you don't understand. If I'm willing to give respect, that means I believe this person is respecting me. So for Jeff to come out after all I said about Big Mike, his good friend, and for him to come out and reach out to me and say he understands this Red Bar, this is what he's looking for. This is the kind of stuff he's been looking for. I totally understand that. Of course,
nice to be understood. You've been being misunderstood
by a lot of people. So to see all the people that I give respect to are the people who get Red Bar. Think about it. Think about the list of the people who get Red Bar, the Tim Heideckers, all these people, and then the people who want to fight with Red Bar. Think about that team. Think about what that team looks like compared to the team of the people who understand and like Red Bar. Really. Side by side, someone can make a Photoshop of all their heads. It'll become clear as day. Oh, the guys who hate Red Bar. They don't really. Oh my God, these guys who like it, these are part of national history here. Wow, look at this.
I kind of disagree, and it makes me more nervous that when people like Red Bar, and I kind of liked being the underdog and going on, and you would never see anything but hate for Red Bar. It was kind of comforting.
Well, but trust me, there's plenty of that out there. I can't believe the amount of hate we've been getting. You know where we get the most hate? The Bad Friends, Kill Tony, Tom Segura, that whole side of comedian fans thinks they hate our guts. You know, it's only thinks, though, Jules.
I know.
There's nobody who hates us. There's just people who haven't given it a year. That's
the feeling of going, you guys will get it one day is a better feeling than being like, I'm understood.
Well, that's what I mean. We're definitely not understood. The masses do not understand us, and they despise us and want us gone. But the people who do understand us are people that I would actually like. That's what the point I'm trying to make.
Sometimes.
Well, give me a name of somebody who understands us that I don't like.
Ari Shaffir.
Yep. Give me another name.
Okay, hold on. Fuck.
Ari Shaffir's probably pretend liking us.
There's got to be more. Those guys who are like Ari
Big J. Okerson.
I hate so much. I mean,
Big J. Okerson, he's a great guy. I mean, you got to think of these people like this. If you had to spend a weekend in an Airbnb in Scottsdale with them and you couldn't leave the premises, we play this game of or. So when you think about it, if you were stuck with Big J. Okerson, a 2-day Airbnb, you would be okay with that. If I was stuck with Aaron Imholte, I mean, that's one of the worst situations you could think about. Being stuck at there's differences. There's two sides of this thing. You've got your Josh Denny's. You've got your Sam Tripoli's. You've got your, guys that you could never, you need restraining orders from those guys. And then there's guys where it's like, you make fun of him, Big J. But if you had to do 2 days with him at this Airbnb, you would definitely be able to, who are you kidding?
I hate Ari a lot.
I would not be able to do 2 days with Ari. That's what I'm saying. You're absolutely correct. Okay. Ari doesn't really like Red Bar.
He's just trying to be cool.
He is trying to be cool. Yeah. And we definitely do not like Ari. After what he did at that Kill Tony with the public indecency, that is unacceptable. So I don't know. Yeah. But you're having a hard time naming anybody else.
I'll think of one later.
I see that. So yes, we're proud and we're excited to have our new friend, Jeff Wittek. We really need that friends and enemies list. That's what our Wikipedia should be. I want nothing on our Wikipedia except look at this list of people that like Red Bar, and here's a list who hate them. That's what I want our new Wikipedia page to be. Okay, let's do a good one here. Let's do someone who's trying to tear us down, maybe.
Yes, I want some hate, please.
Yeah. Don't worry, they all hate it.
How about the Stanhope saga?
Yeah, okay, you want to hear this? So wait till you hear this Doug Stanhope story. On the last episode, and this is great. We got a lot of new people here, too, so this is a good time to explain these little gags. On the last episode, we played you a tape of Doug Stanhope trash-talking us, right? So what I like to do when a comedian does that, when they so confidently like trash talk, but they really don't know us, what we like to do is give them what's called an LS, a light scare. So, and you could see it. You could see it in their eyes. You know, like we did it to Yannis Pappas. We'll have more on that. We did it to you do it to Chris Stefano. There's some comedians that, and this really makes you feel like you have all the power in the world. There's some comedians, big names. You could scare them. You could literally, like on this show, you could go, okay, guys, I'm going to do a fake prank. And this is what I did to Doug Stanhope. You could even tell the whole story, your plan about how it's fake and that you're just trying to scare them. You could tell it all. And people like Doug Stanhope, they're too out of the loop to figure this out. And you could easily prove it. So you could scare these people to see. And, you know, like if somebody tried to scare us, knock it off, you kids. But Doug Stanhope, people like him, people like Yannis Pappas, you could literally like just make up a bunch of stuff that's like unreasonable. You give them an out. You make it absurd enough where there's an out so that they know it's a prank and not just a lie. Yeah, I always say that. It's not a prank if it's just a lie. So you always got to give somebody an out if you want it to be a hilarious, light prank. And I always do. So on the last show, we saw Doug Stanhope talking smack about us. Very light smack that no one cares about. But what we like to do to a first-timer talking smack is, oh, no, Mike's furious. You know, I've never seen Mike this mad. We have all the listeners start messaging and leaving comments. Dude, Doug, I don't know what you did to Mike. I've never seen him this mad. And you do something like that, and you see where the guy goes from there. But always with the prank being open to the public, explained, and not a secret, you know, to make sure there is a huge difference between it being a prank and a lie. So we see Doug Stanhope talking shit, and I start going, okay, guys. And this is on the air. Everything we do is on the air. I go, guys, let's do a thing. You know, Doug Stanhope is trying to do this thing where he couch surfs on his fans' couches as he makes his way across America. He thought this was a cute bit. Let's infiltrate the fan base and get him sleeping on couches that we control. Yes. And then we said, everybody go tell Doug, good luck on your couch tour. Mike David has paid off a few of the guys that you're staying on their couches. They're working for him. They're going to be filming you while you sleep. There's talk of hot sauce in the eye. So we're telling everyone to do this to scare Stanhope. Now, I will say this. There's a ton of people who thought I was really planning that to Doug. Now, even now, it sounds like, wow, there's guys out there now going, dude, look at Mike jump through hoops trying to pretend that he was just joking about what he was going to do to Doug with the assault and filming him and infiltrating the couch. People believe it. I got to show you this. You got to see how far this went. And this is what I mean about I love the new Red Bar. The more people that know about us, trust me, this makes everything more fun because now something happens on a show, we have an immediate reaction from even the top stars, okay? I don't know if there's anyone we mention on the show that doesn't respond anymore in some manner. It really, I think that really makes it better. Okay, look at this. Is this in next step now?
Yes.
So we started going around, and remember, I started going, tell Doug Stanhope, tell everybody, make this big rumor that Mike is paying off the people that you're sleeping on their couches, and they're going to do Mike's bidding for the money. And so everybody did. Everybody started telling everybody this. Let me show you this first. I think this is our first clip here. So this made its way. Somebody, gets Kevin Brennan from MLC to start talking about this. So here's an example, I think, that you're going to see of them. Nobody knows this is a bit, but I guess the people who listen to Red Bar, it's just getting spread as a rumor that Mike is going to assault Doug Stanhope. Watch this.
Josh Denny, #1 fan. And thanks for him for tipping us off about Red Bar trying to fuck with Doug Stanhope. Ozone, Bubba.
The Love Sponge?
Addicted, DJ Q.
Listen to this.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
No, Bubba.
I said crowd work.
Okay.
I'm doing a special this year. You know what I mean?
Did Felicia warn Stan? Yeah, she said she did. Send her the link. Have her call. Yeah, number one, Josh Denny fan. Thank you for all the tips and thank you for all the super chats.
So what's going on with Red Bar and Stanhope?
No, well, Stanhope wants to do this tour where he stays at people's houses, but now Red Bar is trying to get his fans to get Stanhope at their house. And then they're going to fuck with them or short sheet them, whatever you do when someone's...
And why aren't you laughing hysterically, understanding that that's a joke? Red Bar's going to get his fans to infiltrate all the couches and I guess do his stuff. So in these guys' minds, I never even thought about that.
This is why this Aaron stuff sucks so bad, is because now anyone will do anything. So you can't even do a joke and be like, oh, it's crazy.
Well, that's what I mean.
There's people that would do that.
Yeah, you're listening to all these horrible things these podcasters do. And then I say something, where I think it's just going to be taken as, wow, is that absurd? What a funny idea. But no, everybody is so used to hearing such awful things every day that they don't even take a second to think that maybe this is a joke.
Hot sauce in his eye. Okay.
You're not going to believe what happens next. Listen to this.
He wants to do this tour where he stays at people's houses, but now Red Bar is trying to get his fans to get Stanhope at their house. And then they're gonna fuck with them or short sheet them, whatever you do when when someone's sleeping, you draw a dick on his face or put his hand in cold water so he pisses. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna kill him. I don't know. In any case, he should know what's up.
What's interesting is Red Bar lives in Arizona too.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Yeah, I did because Tripoli went to his house.
Yeah, but he didn't answer the door.
No, but he found out.
So it could have been anybody's house.
He found out where Mike David moved to.
Stokely, I love how she acts like...
Okay, so I love that. I love that. And by the way, I love Kevin Brennan and Chad Zumock. I've been watching them through all this stuff. To me, they're adorable. I don't know how they could make anybody mad. How is Melton and all these people getting so mad at these two? They're really lovable, and no matter what they said, I would think that.
I mean, these two.
So wait. Let's stick to the point.
He's calling Doug Stanhope, going, he might kill you.
So, if you heard the beginning, they're going to tell Felicia. So I guess one of their friends is good friends. Who's Felicia to Doug Stanhope? Let's play this. Let's play this one. Who's Felicia, Jules? Do we know who this is?
Let's see. I don't. But...
Okay, watch this. So here's another clip here. Wait, I want to make sure I'm going in order. So they actually, am I going in order here? Or is this going to spoil something? Because this is such a funny reveal. Let me see what I got.
I think one of them does spoil your reveal.
Okay, well, I'm going to do this one first. So we hear this MLC thing, and the day after this, they said they're going to tell this person, Felicia, that Red Bar is going to do this to Doug. We get this. Look what Doug posts the next day instead of doing his couch thing. I caved in and got a hotel. I still hung out and drank with some Nebraska folk that I was going to stay with, but I needed a place to decompress. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to crash in the van at the Badlands. It's been some decades. Okay. So all of a sudden, Doug has changed his course of action. No longer sleeping on fans' couches, staying in hotels. Did word get to him? Let's watch this clip.
I'm walking here. Hey, Felicia, can you tell us what happened with the Stanhope Red Bar thing?
Yeah, I texted him. I warned him, and he said that he emailed him the previous night and to tell Red Bar, I don't have a beef with you. What? Said he hadn't heard back, and he asked me when the super chats were from. I said today, and he said I don't remember what I said on MLC. So I went and scanned the episode, and I sent him the clip. But now there is a clip of Red Bar talking about it on YouTube. So
okay, so apparently Doug emailed me, kind of scared out of his mind, I would say. And here's the email. Look at this. Hello, Mike and Matt. Who is Matt? The owner of the Clip channel?
Sent the email.
Okay. Hello, Mike and Matt. I am not trying to start any beef. Whatever I said on that podcast was based on randomly seeing clips on Twitter. If I got you wrong, I apologize. Scared straight. So, Doug,
That's
please,
how it's done.
please let Doug know now.
No, I think you should reply to
Oh.
him and say thank you for begging for my forgiveness.
Yes. Okay. Let me reply to that Doug email because we shouldn't keep him hanging.
Also, he did that like a week ago, so he's been pacing.
We have
his
not
house a
responded
week
to Doug's
still.
email. So he canceled this thing where he was going to sleep on people's couches. You see, that woman spoke to him directly and he emailed me. Here he is. Hey, man.
Say thank you for begging for my forgiveness. Okay. Go out for and have a nice dinner tonight on me.
How do I get him the money? Thank you. Hold on. Let me do this one line at a time. Thank you for begging for my forgiveness.
I appreciate that you now see me for who I truly am.
That you now see me for who I. And this is about as fast as I've ever typed. And it's all wrong. We're going to have to autocorrect every word after this. Thank you for begging for my forgiveness. I appreciate that you now see me for...
Wait, is begging for forgiveness? Is there another word than begging?
Well, that's what you said.
I know, but now I'm reconsidering if that's too harsh or is it funny to be crazy?
We're going to keep it with that one. That's the one we discussed, and that's what I believe in.
Then...
Thank you for begging for my forgiveness. I appreciate that you now see me for who I truly am.
I'm looking forward to... or glad that we can move forward together.
Glad that we can move forward together. And
have a nice dinner tonight on me. And then we'll just see if he asks for the dinner or asks how he's going to get the money, because that's hilarious.
On me.
And then we'll see if he asks.
Okay, thank you for begging for my forgiveness. I appreciate that you now see me for who I truly am. Glad that we can move forward together. Have a nice dinner tonight. It's on me. Okay.
Respect, brother heart. And that's true.
Respect, brother heart. And after this, after he sees this, give him a day, and then you guys could tell him it was all a prank. He was testing.
And then you can ask him if he wants to make teenage fuck fest with you or whatever.
College girls gone wild. Thank you for begging for my forgiveness. I appreciate that you now see me for who I truly am. Glad that we can move forward together. Have a nice dinner. It's on me. Have a nice dinner tonight. It's on me. Respect, brother heart. That's good. There we go. And that's our little story of scaring Doug Stanhope. Easy. We'll see how he replies to it, because he's going to be worried about the,
and he's definitely going to want the dinner.
Wait, dinner? Is he here? Does he know what restaurant I'm going to tonight? That's what you get for drinking beers every fucking day. You got to be sharp. You can't be falling for this crap. We've got no patience for people who fall for such stupid...
This is an election year.
Yeah, seriously. So Doug Stanhope, I thought that was very funny. Okay, let me close up because I get this big thing in my way. Like to do the grandpa gifts today.
You want to do more in the wilds?
Yeah, give me another one here.
Okay, here's a nice one. We can do nice, mean, nice. Well, they're all getting too nice. I want some more mean. No, I got nice, mean, nice, mean. I got nice, mean, nice, mean.
Yeah, nice, mean. You've got some meanies here. Which one do you want to do?
Bobby Kelly.
Bobby Kelly, okay. Wait till you hear this. Everybody knows Bobby Kelly, right? He was in Louis C.K.'s show on FX.
He was in the song Creeps with Kids.
Creeps with Kids. Everyone knows Bob Kelly.
The song, not the tour.
So Bob Kelly, we've ripped on him a lot on this show. Remember, 2 comics, 2 cigars. One's a comic, the other's a cigar. Remember this? 2 comics, 2 cigars. It's what got Nick Mullen to respect Brother Heart Me. That's another East Coast guy. Me, Adam Friedland, Mullen. Very close. So, okay, Bob Kelly, 2 comics, 2 cigars. I believe he's sitting here with YouTube for that. My other friend, Big J. Okerson, right? What do we got? 4310. Wait till you see this shit. Couple of wise guys sitting around talking Red Bar. 4310. Okay, here he is. It is Big J. Okerson, who... Isn't that funny? Like, Big J doesn't make the news anymore. Fools-wise. Like, did he learn how to navigate better through this? You know what I mean? Because people were picking on Big J.
He's really boring, and the only thing to make fun of him for is that he wears fingerless gloves and looks stupid. And
so he made it out, though, is what I'm saying. Like, nobody's picking on Big J, and he's having a pretty good time out there. So this is a good example of how, if you act like this, and it's not much, we're not asking much, and I'm not just saying for Redbar, throughout your whole fighting with people online career, act like Big J Okerson. He got made fun of, laughed it off, carried on like a gentleman, and guess what? No one's picking on him anymore. Yannis Pappas could learn a lot from a guy like this. All right, let's hear these two. And this is going to be another positive spin on Redbar. Listen.
I agree with you.
There's a whole genre of podcasts that are just podcasts shitting on comedy and podcasts, and that's great.
Okay, this still blows people's minds. It's like, they don't realize, it's like comedy and podcasts are, what about, it's the same as the movies and music, right? Aren't you guys artists? Don't you want to be in the same category? You understand when somebody's criticizing music. You understand when somebody's criticizing a movie or a TV show. In fact, you guys all do that on your podcasts. And they're so confused with people criticizing another podcast. It's like, what don't you get? It's a thing that a lot of people watch. Get it? Just like a movie. They're finally starting to, but they still think it's this niche, crazy thing to do.
But haven't they been discovering this niche for like 3 years now?
That's what I don't understand. What is so confusing about this? About shows that talk about another show. It's like we should skip over all those people and only do movies and TV and sports? And this is Josh Denny screaming this every week. If you're a podcast that talks about another podcast, you're gay. He screams every week. And then he does his sports show where he just criticizes these perfectly nice heroes all day and spells out what they've done wrong. Could you imagine Josh Denny telling you, if you were a quarterback, what you did wrong? My friend from the MLB. Imagine if Josh Denny was going over your pitching. My friend from the MLB. Okay, listen to this.
Agree with
There's a whole genre of podcasts that are just podcasts shitting on comedy and podcasts, and that's great. That's equilibrium to me. That's like, you can't just have all your press speak.
What's the one you got me into?
Redbar.
Redbar.
That guy's hilarious. He just
What's the one you got me into, says Bob Kelly? Redbar. Wow. Anybody who's into Redbar should know this name, Redbar. What's the one you got me into, Redbar? And then do you hear all the stuff they're saying right after?
What's the one you got me into?
Redbar.
Redbar.
That guy's hilarious. He just says he's turned on me 8 times. It always makes me laugh.
He made fun of my podcast, and it was the funny part about it is a lot of it's true.
He's right.
A lot of it's true. He's right. So remember that to the people who argue that all I do is lie. That's why I show you this stuff, because here's these two guys. A lot of the stuff he does is true. A lot of it's right. And then you got Denny. It's all lies. So remember that the next person who says it's all lies will go, there's a lot of very credible celebrities.
You're going to say Bobby Kelly is wrong?
Exactly.
That's insane.
Bobby Kelly is wrong about Redbar? I highly doubt that.
Redbar.
That guy's hilarious. He just says he's turned on me 8 times. It always makes me laugh.
He made fun of my podcast, and it was...
These are kings of comedy.
A lot of it's true.
He's right. That's a problem. He hits the chord because he's right. And some people...
Hits the chord.
He tortured Joe Matarese.
They love this.
I have some video of him too.
Who the fuck are you?
See the joy I brought to people?
So to me and Jay.
But he tortured...
you don't hear of anybody talking about how Aaron from Steel Toes brought any joy. Or this mountain.
Well, he's brought me joy.
We're the only people who he's brought joy. Well, no, that ended up in pain. He brought us pain. And made me feel stressed out all week watching that crap. That's what I'm talking about. There's a difference between comedy and, shacking up with a couple of drug addicts.
I was going to say before, it was the perfect
disgusting.
juxtaposition, because at the end of all this Imholte stuff, I felt like I had been doing coke for a week and was coming off of it.
Really. It took our week. It destroyed our week. We didn't feel good. And remember, you people, unless you're a sociopath, you're going to carry on you're feeling these feelings.
So
and to watch such a disgusting display of people that know your name and that hate you. You know, to see people that hate you go through all this, it was an experience.
And by day 5, we were going, no more steel toe today. We got to get over this. And then in the morning you wake up, no more steel toe. And then by the time that it's night, you're jonesing for that steel toe.
Yeah,
clip.
well, but this is why I warn people to make sure you're only doing a little bit of steel toe, okay? It's just like Coke. You don't want to do that every day. That's very bad for you to watch steel toe every day. So there that was. Bob Kelly, welcome. Thank you, Big J, for introducing us to Bob Kelly. Now, remember, this doesn't make them off limits, you know. This doesn't make anything any different for them as far as if they come across this fool's aisle here. We'll give it to them.
I did a negative. You got to go
give me the negative.
negative.
Okay, here's the negative. Okay, here it is. Here's an update. Another guy, you know, we had Doug Stanhope. Nice update from last week. Here's the next one. What happened with Yannis Pappas? On the last show, we showed you how he was on Whitney Cummings' show. And you got to watch this Scars Club. You got to watch these shows in order. Make sure to join the Scars Club and don't miss our show last week. We showed you Yannis Pappas, big famous comedian. He was on Whitney Cummings' show, and somebody simply said, Redbar is watching. And he goes, oh, yeah, is he watching? Have him watch me as I throw him into a ceiling fan. And he got all mad. And he took it the wrong way. And then he went on a 7-minute IG Live rant about Redbar. Only because people told him Redbar's watching. Redbar's investigating you. Well, now we've got a new slogan. Redbar's waiting. Oh, yeah. So after you've hit them with Redbar's watching, Redbar's doing investigation, after they've responded, they're due for a Redbar's waiting, which could be a whole new form of scare, a whole new form of terror.